Hi everyone, Natalie here, and today I'm going to talk about health and spirituality. So, I want to talk about Reiki. You may or may not have heard of it, but Reiki is an energy work practice used for healing both mental, emotional, physical pains, aches, and all that stuff. So, Reiki actually stands for spiritual wisdom and life force energy. It was discovered in the early 1900s by a man named Dr. Mikao Usui in Japan. Um, and shortly after that, he started teaching and practicing Reiki and guiding others in how to use this divinely guided spiritual consciousness to heal energy systems. Um, a little bit about Reiki. If we look at the actual kanji of what Reiki looks like, these are the two symbols. This upper portion is the symbol for Rei, which is the spiritual wisdom. It's broken up into three parts. This top portion kind of represents the clouds, which is our higher consciousness. It's God, it's that divine energy, our creativity and spiritual healing. This bottom portion of the top half represents the earth, the soil, the actual earth that we're living on. And then right in the middle, these three represent the human body, and that is the mind, body, and spirit. So the human is that connection between the divine and the earth. So that's our spiritual wisdom. The bottom portion, which is ki, which is our life force, that is basically the energy field that we bring. The word ki is very similar to a few other words you're used in other cultures. You'll hear qi from China, and over 4,000 years of Chinese practitioners and healers, they've actually discovered 32 different types of qi and life force energy. Prana is the word used in Sanskrit. Ti or ki is also the same word in Hawaiian for life force energy. And then biofield energy is what science calls life force energy. So science even has that term for it. It's that magnetic energy that we all have and can feel. You know, it's when you walk into a room and before someone even turns around and look at you, you can actually see and feel almost the energy that's going on with them. They don't have to say anything, they don't have to do anything, but you can pick up on that energy. That's our life force energy. We all have it. Life force energy is in every inanimate object. You can even see it in our food. And actually, if you've ever seen, there are photos in the 1940s, a Russian photographer, Semyon Kurlian, photographed life force energy by creating filters and being able to pick up that energy on his film camera. So you can look it up. He's got a lot of great stuff, and they actually did a whole series, and there's a book that I read years ago about raw food, and you could actually see photos of food that's been sitting for days and fresh raw food or food that's been cooked, and you can see the difference in the energy that's radiating out of those. So it's something we've all got, and Reiki is just being able to use that life force energy that we have for spiritual healing. So a little bit more about Reiki energy. I initially got introduced to Reiki years ago. I had a few sessions myself, didn't really know much about it, and then a couple years ago, my husband and I got reintroduced to Reiki energy through our metaphysician that we've been working with. And my husband and I, we both work hands-on with people, healing their injuries. He's a chiropractor, I'm an athletic trainer, and we were finding that sometimes we would be picking up energy from other people just from working on them and trying to heal others. You know, he'd work on someone's forearm, and then he'd come home, and you know, that day or the next day, all of a sudden he'd be having forearm problems. Like, we'd pick things up from other people. I was doing the same thing, and we found out that Reiki could actually help protect us from giving away our own energy and picking up energy from other people. And so we both got certified in Reiki about 2 years ago. And I'm so glad I did. I use Reiki on myself every morning to help balance my chakras, to heal my energy system. And it's really been a wonderful practice, both for myself and using it on friends and family. I also use it while I work on people hands-on in athletic training, and even in my Pilates sessions and things like that too. So just a little bit more about Reiki and how the process works. To become a Reiki practitioner, you become attuned by a Reiki master, someone who's gone through all of the Reiki courses. And during the attunement process, a Reiki master will attune the student and attune their chakras so that they can open up a lot of their energy lines and systems to be able to allow for deeper consciousness and deeper ability to be able to channel that Reiki energy. Some of the beauties of Reiki energy is that you can't mess it up. There's no way to do it wrong. It's not the practitioner. I'm not the one using my energy on someone. It is divine consciousness that is flowing through me to help heal the person that I'm either working on there or at a distance, whatever it ends up being. Anyone can learn it, so it's not something that, someone's good at and another person can't pick up the skill. It's something that we all intuitively have and can learn. It can be done at a distance. You can do it in person, you can do it hands-on, you can be hands-off, you can do it at a distance, even go back in time or out in the future to be able to use this healing energy, which is a really beautiful thing. And it also won't deplete your energy system, which is, like I said, one of the biggest reasons why I became a practitioner, but now I found that it's so much more meaningful than just being able to protect myself. But that is one of the great benefits of it. Reiki energy works through healing your energy systems. So that biofield energy that we can all feel, and maybe we don't have the eyes to see it, but we all know it's there. It works through healing your auras, which are different layers of energy fields that radiate off of our bodies. It works through healing your chakras, which are cycles of life force that are within us. There are 7 primary chakras, although there are hundreds of chakras in our body, so it helps to work through that. And if you know anything about meridian lines and nadis, those are also used in Chinese medicine, particularly with acupuncture and acupressure. Science has shown that these meridian lines are the same with every individual, so there are consistent lines of energy that flow through us. But that's how the Reiki energy works. It's a great addition to any healing that you may need, whether it's mental, spiritual, physical. If you have a cut on your hand, you can use it to help that healing faster. Obviously, if you need stitches, go get stitches, But it can help. It's a great addition to any healing that you're going through. If you're going to the hospital, whatever it is, if you're sick, it can be used on a lot of different things. It can be used on headaches. It can be used on emotional things that you need too if you're going through something. So Reiki can be a really beautiful practice, a really great addition. So just want to explain a little bit about that in case you didn't know what it was or you were a little confused by it all. If you do get Reiki treatment by a practitioner, things to expect is you should feel more relaxed. Everyone has a different experiences. So while you're having your treatment, you may see visions, you may see colors, images, you may have different sensations running through your body, you may feel tingling in certain areas, and that's just the energy flowing through you and moving through you and clearing out any blockages. When I work on a person, I usually do a scan first, a bioscan, where I just kind of run my hands over their body, and I'll typically find spots that are a little sticky, like I'm going through the air and then it kind of feels a little sticky, a little muggy, and those are areas that the energy is not flowing through, and there may be some blockages. So those are areas that I tend to spend a little bit more time with. Sometimes I feel tingling in my hands. Sometimes I'll feel heat. Every practitioner feels something different, just like every person that's being treated may feel something different. And I've noticed over the years that my Reiki energy has also developed and changed. Sometimes I've actually been getting a stronger magnetic energy from my hands lately. So it's something that kind of evolves and grows the more you use it and the more you experience it. Sometimes I have visions while I'm working with people as well. A lot of times I'll share those images with my client, whether they're colors, whether there's flows of light, or whether I sense different blockages, or even just visions of, who knows, maybe images of things that were past life. I'm not really sure. But there are some beautiful things that can come from Reiki, and it's a great practice. It's a great way to add some additional healing into your life, help you move forward through any emotional, physical trauma, and I guess that's kind of the gist of it. I just wanted to share with you what it is so that you now know a little bit more about it and maybe more interested in getting a Reiki treatment, becoming a Reiki practitioner, or just learning how to even use, your own energy to help heal yourself, just spending some time with your own energy. So I hope you enjoyed this little video here, explaining a little bit more about Reiki. And yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Focus on your own healing. Focus on that wonderful magnetic energy and that white light flowing through you every day.